Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a Sims 4 speed build. Hi, how's it going? My name is Blue Rain. If you're new here, hi, nice to meet you. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy this video by the end. But my name is Blue Rain. If you do not know who I am, I like The Sims 4. However, recently, inspiration has been very low on this channel, hence why I don't upload very often. I set out to do one video a week, and sometimes it does not happen, but I'll excuse myself. It's summer. I'm enjoying myself. I am trying to be outside as much as I can. Once winter rolls around, I'm sure that will be a different story and I can be a little more consistent on this channel. But honestly don't want to promise anything. I'm assuming I will be playing The Sims 4 more once it's snowy and crappy outside. However, I did want to bring out this very cool speed build. I was very inspired by some pictures that I've seen on Pinterest of this very cool industrial looking apartments, houses, but the decor is very stylized, it's very vibrant, it's filled with colorful patterns. So I love the contrast of just like the gray and brown and blacks of the industrial home or an industrial apartment, but adding a little color with the rugs, the wall paint, the furniture, prints, and all of that, like cool posters around. If you are on Pinterest, I'm sure you've seen a picture like that before. If you haven't, I mean, you'll definitely find this cool. Now, I did want to point out that I did not plan on creating a very hyper girly pop feel to this apartment, which, if you're wondering what lot this is the 121 Hackham house, which I believe there's like a cool family that are very honestly, this apartment would fit their vibe very well. However, I did build this for a single sim. We do have two bedrooms, but I did turn it into a office. So if you do want this to be like a family apartment, you can definitely do that. But as I was saying, the family that originally lives here would kind of suit this anyway because they are very colorful, very vibrant bunch for sure. But I did, as I was saying, I was planning on maybe building a more masculine industrial space. However, once I put down the rug, which is from the Horse Ranch expansion pack in the default swatch, it's got like the oranges, blues, and purples. I kind of just ran with that color scheme and it turned into a very feminine space, which I'm honestly not mad about it. But as I was saying, it just was not what I set out to do. And, that was the beauty of The Sims 4. And as we kind of truck along with the speed build, you will notice a couple of weird decisions that I've made because in my mind, this is a rental space. And if you're renting it, there's a lot of limitations to what you can and can't do. Obviously, for it to be like renter friendly, and also after you leave, someone else has to live in there, and you can't just switch tiles or update cabinets and fix up the bathroom fixtures and stuff like that. So the base of this house, or the apartment, which is going to be like the things that you don't bring with you, such as the kitchen cabinets, the bathroom appliances, and also, well, not appliances, the toilet, the shower, and the hot tub, whatever, is very gray, very industrial looking, but most of the color is brought through the furniture that the family or the person that lives here has brought with them. So it's that's kind of why the tile in the kitchen, for instance, is gray and boring, and the kitchen cabinet is like white. But in the bathroom, once we get into it, you'll kind of see how funny it looks because I used the sleek bathroom kit to furnish them, but I try to use as much color as I can with like towels, art print, rugs, decor, and stuff like that. But I mean, that's literally like the whole apartment. And I am so happy with how this place turned out. I mean, I've never built anything like that. I will be honest, I do build a lot of industrial stuff on this channel. Industrial style is probably my favorite decor style personally. And I also find it to be very easy to emulate in The Sims 4. And that's why I find myself just gravitating towards that style when I'm building in The Sims 4. I feel like there's so many industrial builds on my channel already. It's so easy and I like it. It looks cool and it's like my favorite 100%. But this one is definitely very different because usually I try to stay muted with the color palette. The mostly like blacks, grays, browns, but this one it's like literally an explosion of color. I think it all kind of works together. I use a lot of purple, orange, blues, yellows, pinks, and I think that's pretty much it. But somehow it like all since it's all like crazy and out there, it like kind of works together, and I'm really happy with how it all turned out. Down to like right now it looks like a very strict color scheme, but I promise it doesn't stay that color palette. We'll introduce more lilacs, we'll introduce more pinks, we'll introduce yellows as well. But trust the process. This person who lives here, I could imagine her being very trendy. She's into fashion, she's into color, obviously, and also a little bit of gaming. She's into reading, she's into partying, music, all that cool stuff. And it was kind of fun decorating this apartment. I mean, I definitely didn't have a specific person in mind when I was building this. Inspiration just kind of struck and I went along with it. I was very much along with the ride as you are right now. But yeah, we have this very cool open space living, dining, and kitchen area with a one bedroom, two bathroom, one main one, and one an ensuite. And also, there's a second bedroom that we kind of utilized as a office with the giant industrial looking glass doors. But if you do wanted to like have a second sim who lives there or maybe like a child, you can definitely switch out that door into a normal one like the ones that we've used for the bathrooms and the main bedroom, and you can turn it into a bedroom yourself. But I don't know why I just didn't really want to build like a two-bedroom apartment. I wanted an office dedicated space, so we went ahead and gone that route. But as you can see, we kind of have the main feel or layout of the apartment set up. We have an entryway from off of the front door, and it leads you into the dining room, and then in the back corner we have the living room, and then on the other side is the kitchen. And I really like how it all flows together. And oh my god, the art print that I use and all like the decor is just so cute. I definitely utilized a lot of the pop pastel kit or pastel pop kit and the comfy gamer and the cozy kitsch kit. I feel like those were definitely like the main inspiration for this apartment, or like the items that come with that kit are definitely suiting this type of decor style to the max. And we definitely use pretty much all of the items from those kits. Speaking of packs, this build has so many packs that if you're trying to download this apartment off of my gallery, which it is, my username will be in the description down below. I apologize for the amount of packs that I used. I wanted to have as much fun as I could with the decorating the apartment, so I didn't put any limitations on myself, which I usually do not anyway. I feel like, especially me not being like a EA creator, I don't get these packs for free, and I like to get my money's worth in terms of like content creation. So if I'm making a video for you guys, I'm not gonna limit myself, especially because I paid for those packs and I'm getting my money's worth, you know what I mean? But I definitely could not have done this apartment if I limited myself to a couple kits or packs. So I hope that you're not mad about it. To be fair, a lot of the packs that I used were like one decor item that if you do not own the pack, it's not like a huge deal. You know what I mean? The main ones that you need are the ones that I mentioned, which were the Pastel Pop, Cozy Kitsch, and Comfy Gamer, in my opinion. But yeah, I hope that you're enjoying this build so far. I really want to play in this apartment now, but I literally don't have a sim in mind that would live here. So hopefully I could utilize this apartment in my Caplet series maybe at some point. But as of right now, I literally don't know who would live here. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. However, I do want to say obviously the outside of this building, like the apartment building, is not very industrial looking, but comparatively, because I'm gonna be honest, I did try to build this on the penthouse lot in San Myshuno, in I want to say I don't know what district it is. Let me check. Hold on. The Arts District. It is the Arts District. This apartment building is in the Arts District, but I originally tried to do it in the penthouse lot, and I just was, as I was mentioning, the inspiration is very low, and I didn't really want to build like a brand new like penthouse to accommodate like this style. And I figured, why don't I just do it in a apartment building instead? That way I don't have to mess around with like exterior stuff, and also like balconies and pools and whatnot. So I figured that I would just do it on a apartment building in the Arts District. And this building, although does not look very industrial, but comparatively it's fine. But I did love that it has high ceilings, and also, I mean, the corridor kind of leans industrial, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of looking at it right now. So this apartment might be perfect for this apartment building, but who fucking cares anyway? I bring that up just to say I wish we have more of an industrial style apartments somewhere. I mean, I know with for rent you can kind of do whatever you want on your own and have like specific units, but again, I just was not in the mood to build like a giant building, and therefore we went ahead and did an apartment. And there we go. So, as I was saying earlier, the color that we brought was definitely through like the paint and the furniture, because in rentals you are able to hang stuff up and also paint walls, but obviously you're not allowed to like change tiles in the bathrooms and the kitchen and stuff like that. I know there are like stick-on tiles that you can kind of do, and by the time you like move out, you can just strip those out. But I wasn't really trying to be that realistic. However, I definitely needed to utilize those vents from the industrial kit. But if you don't have it, I mean, they're kind of cool to add to the vibe, but they can also be very what's the word, just like obstructive, like when you're trying to play in this lot, like it can just get in your way. So if you don't have industrial kit, I don't think that's the end of the world. It might be better that you didn't anyway, because I don't think we used anything else from that kit, surprisingly, other than those like vents. But I don't know. I definitely also see this person as a baker, so I went ahead and utilized the cake stand, and we also got those berries from the Home Chef Hustle kit. I'm pretty sure that's the correct kit. that those came from. We just added a little landline, which I am in my mind, it's not actually functional. She just has it for like decor, and it just adds to the vibe for sure, for sure. I love these paintings that are leaning against the wall next to the counter. That is actually base game, I'm pretty sure, and it's like a career unlock thing. So you do have to put in a cheat to access them, but I think the colors on the prints match everything so well. I don't know. This is just an explosion of colors, and I am really, really curious if you guys think that this is way too much or if you think this is cool. So please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, we're currently working on the kitchen. As you can see, if I'm being honest, I kind of kept it pretty minimal. Most of the decorations was in the dining room and the living room space, and also I went heavy in the office space because we used the cubicle shelves from the Comfy Gamer kit, and I had a lot of open shelving that just needed some knickknacks and stuff like that to be put in them. Otherwise, I didn't want to leave them blank, you know what I mean? And I also want to point out like the bedroom, the main bedroom's also kind of bare, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe she likes to keep her bedroom very clean and minimal because sometimes the color does a lot of talking and you want to come home to like a very clean and calm space. So I don't know. It's just a dumb excuse for why I didn't go all out in the bedroom, which is still pretty cool. I like comparatively to the other spaces, it just does not have a lot of like decor stuff, but it still feels kind of full and nice for sure. And you can kind of tell that depending on the color or the color of the rug that I used in a specific space, it kind of determined the entire color scheme of that specific area. Each space feels like its own color scheme, and I'm kind of surprised at the fact that it all seemed to go together very well. And I think it's because since it's all like out there and crazy in the color scheme, that it all makes sense. Like if it was just like a one-off room in the apartment and everything else was normal and muted, that would stand out more than if the entire thing was just crazy and out there. So yeah, I definitely the rugs in the areas that I am decorating definitely carry the space. I love this rug from the Cozy Kitsch. In the bedroom, we are using the orange and pink color scheme rug from the Pastel Pop kit, and I am really surprised at how much I like that color scheme. Like orange and pink is such an underrated color scheme, and it goes together very, very well. I will try and utilize that more in my builds and stuff. But yeah, I mean, we're just currently working on the office area. I can definitely, as I said, imagine her as a gamer. She's into music, so this space really capitalizes that with the gamer looking desk that we've used. We also have a keyboard from the City Living expansion pack. We put down a microphone from the high school years, and obviously we had to use the most colorful, vibrant ones in the space. And I don't know, like I wanted to use this mirror from the high school years expansion pack, but I wasn't sure about putting it in the bedroom. So I decided on just placing it here, and she can look at herself while she's singing. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the vibe of it, like the reason why I decided to put it in the corner. And definitely using as many cutesy looking decorations. I could see her like hoarding sunny angels, like that type of person. And she also definitely has a labubu. Sorry, I had to say it like that because I cringe at labubus and all the freaking hype around it. My niece is into them too, and I find that really, really funny. I mean, no shade if you like labubus, do your thing. I just don't understand why they're so hyped for no reason. I do kind of find them cute, but I'm not paying freaking $60 for one of those dumbass keychains. And I definitely, I'll like have one maybe, but like I would never collect them or anything like that. Sunny Angels though, those are really really cute. And I am trying to think, like I don't really collect anything in my own apartment. I have like a bunch of small little knickknacks and stuff like that, but I wouldn't say that I'm a collector of anything, if I'm being honest. So, but to each their own, I suppose. Anyway, this is the cubicle shelf that I was talking about that has a lot of space. And surprisingly, nothing really fits in them. There's only like two slots that can shelf bigger items, and then the rest is just like tiny items. And since the decoration in this space is literally to the max, I was struggling to find things that I haven't already used in the apartment. So we made it work in the end. But we're currently working on the ensuite bathroom, and I really, really love the stuff from the sleek bathroom kit. But the bathrooms in this room are probably some of the least interesting spaces in this apartment. As you can imagine, I mean, bathrooms are pretty freaking boring, but I tried to sprinkle in a couple colors. Like the main bathroom has more of like a pink turquoise peachy color scheme, and this one has like a green sage vibe going to it. But I definitely tried my best to decorate the spaces. And I never get to use those pop art prints from the base game. And I was just about to put them in the bathroom, but the colors matched so freaking well with that rug and the wall paint from the bedroom. And so we definitely decided to put them over there instead. And I actually didn't plan on introducing so many like baby blue accents in that bedroom as well. But the items from the bookshelf, there's also that color in the art print. And we put in like a planter vase and corner as well. So the bedroom also has like a very strict color scheme of pink, orange, and baby blue. And it all works together fabulously. Fabulously, my darling. I mean, if you had this apartment, you are probably like the coolest person to ever live this in this world. It's very, very stylized. It's very, very out there, but it's such a cool like concept. I touched on it earlier today in this speed build, just like the contrast of the harshness of the walls, the vents, the tiles. Mix that with this colorful, vibrant patterns. It's just such a cool thing. I don't know. But anyway, we are currently near the end of the speed build. So before I wrap up this video, I do want to jump into the game and show you around properly in live mode, and then we can wrap up. Okay, so here we are at 121 Hakam House in the Arts District. If you are not sure where we are at, hopefully you can kind of see it better. And you can definitely see that some of the windows do not match the rest of the units, but shh, I don't care. I wanted it to look cute on the inside, more so than having it match the outside. But I do like to go into tab mode for these, so let's go ahead and enter from the front door, and voila. Immediately you are hit with an explosion of colors. I mean, look at the purples, the oranges, the yellows, the blues. It's so cute. We've got a kind of like an entry table here, so filled with like knickknacks. You can throw your phone, your keys, and you can hang up your coat, your shoes over here. But if you keep walking, we've got the dining room. Very simple. We've got a apple bowl. We've got a nice bookshelf. And then this is the living space. Very, very cool. The rug that inspired the entire color scheme. And then back here, we've got the nice little kitchen area. I do not want to go into the bathroom in tab mode because it just goes all crazy and weird. You can probably already tell, but I'll give you kind of like an overview. This is the layout of it. We've got the essentials. This one only has a shower because I mean, it's just a guest bathroom, so it doesn't really matter. But over here, we've got a record player, and then on this side, we've got a bar. Oh my god, I forgot to repaint these walls. It's okay. And then this is the very beautiful, very vibrant office space, along with the computer, the keyboard, the microphone. The top of it is also metal, which I was not expecting, but whatever. And then just some cool shelves with some cool knickknacks and such. And then this way we go into the main bedroom, which comparatively is very, very minimal, very simple, but the color scheme is mwah. And then again, another bathroom right here. Let me go ahead and exit out of tab mode. This one has a bathtub and also a shower. So yeah, this is the entire build. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to download it, my username is on the gallery Rain Blue. That is it. I will bid you farewell right here. Have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye 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 bye.